Bakovia used to be a star among cities. Historic, wealthy, and bustling with new businesses. That star's been dying for a while. Crime's on the rise, and with war brewing and the government tightening their grip, it's no surprise we're restless. Police might be keeping people safe, but there's only so much we can do about the seedy underbelly. With a prohibition, lawbreakers, criminals, and your everyday civilians are all forced into the same watering holes. Usually, it'd be my job to bust this place. But, maybe we can help one another. This place is more useful open. Especially when I have someone a lot more dangerous to catch than a few drunks. Ah, it looks like your first customers are arriving. Let's see if you can loosen their tongues. I'll be waiting, bartender. Don't let me down.
All right, welcome to episode 1 of Best Served Cold. I am so freaking excited for this game. I have been hyped. I have been frothing at the mouth. The demo sold me. I even got a new mouse. I got rid of my 10-year-old mouse because I was like, I don't want to fuck this up. I don't want to look like a fool when I fail the mini game because my mouse is shoddy. I fully set, fully in. I've been needing something that has that mix of visual novel with a mystery game. And I feel like for my first actual sit down let's play experience, I thought, you know what? This is good. This will be it. And yes, I did download the demo because there's a beautiful man on the cover. Yes, I did. And that's valid of me. I'm gonna turn the volume up a little bit. And hopefully, volume will be fine. Otherwise, I'll figure it out. But let's begin. I was just really impressed by the art direction when I saw this. Let me let the cutscene play. Okay. Case 0, the last drop. Oh no. Someone's in a bad mood. Okay. This is Vincent Florer? Or Flair? Floor? I will pick Floor for my sake. For my sanity. The hazy overhead lights in your speakeasy buzz to life as the bookshop above you closes for the day. The bookshop owner and your landlord, Vincent Floor, takes a seat at the bar and begins to mumble to himself. What a day. Sarin literature is providence bound in leather, but to my customers, my books may well be doorstops. Everything all right, Mr. Floor? Certainly not. If I ordered a cart of fools and received just one of my customers, I would have gotten my money's worth. Well, we both know why I'm here. I need a drink, so dazzle me. What would you like? Okay, some days your customers will be in a bad mood. Also be caused by serving them a ruined drink. We don't want to do that. That's why I got the mouse. Or pissing them off. The customer's in a bad mood, shown okay. Serving their favorite drink will lift their spirits. Okay. It's a serve button. Okay. Hey, I'm gonna click to serve. Okay, yeah. This'll get them to open up more. Okay. You lift a clean glass from the tray and place it on the table. Vincent perks up. See if we can cheer you up. Okay. Vincent loves the Eastern Ruby and we want to lift his spirits. Okay, yeah. This is just tutorializing. Oop. Okay. Very well aware of this. Yeah, you're gonna see my mouse go wildly because I get very nervous. I am not a QTE type guy. That's not how I operate. And this is close to a QTE to me. I'm like, ooh, timing. Okay. About affection. Let me make sure. Favorite drink will reward the most affection. I know that gets them to open up. You fail to mix a cocktail, customers will be displeased and you will lose all but one action. Ugh. Hey, you know me too well. This is my absolute favorite. When I was looking for a bartender to run this place, I hoped for someone as good as you, but didn't expect it. Especially with your background. This place could have become naught but cloudy moonshine and rough customers, yet you are already proving to be more than that. Supply lines for alcohol are fraud, so you'll have to adapt your drinks menu to circumstance. But a recent shipment of vodka from Rusalka came into my possession, and as such, some old classic cocktails are on the menu once more. Lucky me, I suppose. Anything else? Yes, I nearly forgot. A friendly warning, perhaps? My favorite gentleman's club is abuzz with chat about a crackdown on speakeasies. My companions have warned me that the local constabulary is looking to make an example of the flagrant lawbreakers. I see. Uh-oh. It's unlikely they would target my establishment, I have friends on the constabulary. How do you pronounce that right? Oh well, I don't need to know. I just need to slay. But you should take precautions nonetheless. Try not to irritate anyone who might incriminate us, and don't compromise on drink quality. I'd imagine most speakeasies are brought down by dissatisfied customers with loose tongues. I'll be careful. Yeah, the reason I bring all this up. Yep. Okay. I can't tell that well from here. I'm checking the other ones, because obviously we saw that. The early hours of the morning, the body of an as-yet unidentified young woman was found in an alley off of Bukovi Boulevard. Bukovi police has since released a statement confirming that the crime took place outside a speakeasy. Okay, have been detained for Bukovi killer. Citizens are urged not to attend these illegal establishments for their own safety and to snitch. There's some interesting other stuff going on here. Harvest season approaches. Nearby region of Ralpha, a local authorities and toxicology, or is that ecological? Warn tourists of the dangers of consuming local plant. Oh, that's probably toxicological or toxicological looks like the right word. So I'm assuming that's going to affect us later down the line. I don't know if y'all can read that. I can barely read it. Okay, the stairs are illegal. Local residents. An old man was found yelling at the stairs near his apartment for allegedly being too steep and not constructed according to Saran design. They're inspecting the stairs. Interesting. And this looks to be like the thing we saw in the intro with some labor action going on. So I would be very interested to see how that shakes out. And does it have a date? No, it doesn't have a year. Okay, it just says November 15th. Okay. Vincent reaches into his inner coat pocket and pulls out a folded newspaper. He spreads it on the bar top so you can read the heading, Speakeasy guest found dead. In the early hours of the morning, the body has... I read this. They release a statement confirming the crime took place outside the speakeasy and that the proprietors, as well as several guests, have been detained for questioning. It's almost... yeah, the Bukovi killer, it's probably related to that. Citizens are urged not to attend, and to snitch if they see anything. Don't get too bothered by all this tittle-tattle. That's a crazy, crazy phrase. I will be adopting it imminently. I'm certain these murders are fabricated by puritanical bureaucrats on the city council. Seem like I'm not gonna piss him off, he's my boss. Fabricated. I believe so, yes. With the prohibition in full force, perhaps politicians created a serial killer boogeyman to keep people out of speakeasies. It's just like the old fairy tales about demons in the woods. The claws of the Strigoi snatching the unaware and pulling them into the darkness. He takes a long sip of his drink and sets it down on the table, his fingers nervously rattling on the glass. A murder at a speakeasy doesn't mean visiting one is dangerous, but I wonder if those who indulge in tabloid rumors can grasp that fact. I imagine the authorities will be paying closer attention to venues like ours. They think we offer safe haven to vagabonds and scoundrels, but all we want is to kindle the dying flames of conversation. Imagine their surprise when they see the depth and breadth of fine gentlemen and ladies who will frequent our establishment. But heed my words, friend. Be on your guard. I will. I feel like it's very clear what we need to be on our guard for. There's like several things. We got the cops. We got people who are gonna stir up shit. And then we got potentially a serial killer. So, yeah, I get it. Oh, and we also have to look out for people who are going to snitch. Okay. We're on Bukovi Boulevard, so the locals are a mixed bag. Consider the customers carefully. My friends especially are people of culture and arts. There's no doubt in my mind that some shady characters will show up, but I imagine most will be harmless. I hope so, anyway. A mix of high and low society makes for a good blend. Honey and lemon, wine and cheese, crackers, that sort of thing. Jokes aside, do be careful, bartender. I've invested a lot of money in this place, and while it's yours to use, I don't expect to be sweeping up eyeballs and teeth at the end of the night. Understood. One more thing. We both know this is your last chance. I went out on a limb to give you this opportunity, and I've turned a blind eye to your past troubles. Make sure those troubles stay in the past and keep your nose clean. I get it. If you follow my rules, you'll be under my protection, and I promise I'll keep you safe. One hand washes the other. We have a deal. Good. Good. Thank you for the libations. I should return home. I hope business goes well tonight. See you, bestie. Me and the bestie. He's holding my criminal past above me. above my head, but we're the besties. Okay. Yeah, this is the mechanics. More tutorializing. The woman takes a seat looking exhausted. She squints at you like she can't decide if you're a friend or foe. Rough day? You have no idea. Although you're on your feet all day serving people with too much money, so maybe you have some idea. Rundown Heights is fully booked, so me and everyone else in the laundry service are run off our feet. There's nothing like changing hotel bed sheets during a spice trader symposium. Do you know how frustrating it is to have a fat, bald old man explain the logistics of his spice trading company and how it made him rich? And he's doing that while you change his sweaty bed sheets? I can guess. Sometimes I push my face into a pillow and scream so loud I feel like I'm going to crack the walls. But then I stop, and nothing has changed. Sounds like you need a drink. Yes, something feels like being slapped in the face with a slice of lime. A slice of lime wrapped around a cricket bat. I trust your judgment. Okay, what flavor? Something spiced after talking so much shit about spice traders? Okay. Let me look at the profiles. I haven't opened this up yet. I should have my boss in there. Okay. We don't have much right now. We're still in the tutorial. Okay. Something spiced. She wanted lime. Sorry means it's their favorite. Plus or neutral. Smoothness, which determines how long they're willing to stay and talk after being served. That's actions. Okay. Every new topic will cost 1 action. Yeah, you gotta serve them. You simply must serve. Okay, percentage shows how alcoholic it is. Intoxicated the customer will get. Some questions will require a certain level of intoxication. Too inebriated will come home. And this is like their, yeah. Okay, I guess they want us to do a copper bullet. Is that spiced? I mean, it doesn't... I guess ginger. Ginger would be spiced, and then you have lime. Okay. Oh, God. Okay, we're good. Love this UI design. So good. Oh damn, this is perfect. Don't let me have too many of these. After a long shift, my brain is buzzing. I can't just go home with all this fuzz in my head. When the Prohibition closed the bars and clubs, everything else got more expensive. An opera ticket cost a month's rent. And with everything being so busy... Why is it so busy? Well, there's the Spice Merchant Symposium, but there's some big show going on as well. Everyone's wearing their fanciest threads. The women in those sparkly dresses and their heeled shoes. Looks like torture to me. Me too. You don't care about clothes? I mean, you're a laundress. At the hotel, I only see the clothes lying on the floor, stained with peppercorn sauce, coffee, nicotine, and worse. At least the folks going to the shows are clean. I guess I clean up fewer wine stains now, so maybe Prohibition isn't all that bad. She downs her drink, wiping her mouth for any spills. Woo! Take that as a compliment. Feeling better? Now let's be a little silly. This Warden... Ooh, I gotta figure out how to accommodate my accent for that. This watering hole is new, right? I guess I'm not. I guess I'm just adding a G. This watering hole's new, right? That weird old guy put me on this place. Weird old guy. How old? I think that's our boss. I'm not gonna... Or is that the guy she was talking to? The spice guy? I'll stay relevant. The nightcap just opened, yes? The nightcap, huh? A funny name. Oh, I'm Clara, by the way. Mind if I just call you bartender? You don't seem too prissy about the type of customer you get. Grundown Heights has 3 hotel bars, but I didn't fit in at any of them, even when they served booze. The staff bar was all drunken bellhops, the mid bar was full of posers, and the Spire Lounge would charge me a fortune for just looking at their drinks menu. This place feels a bit more varied in its clientele. You got all sorts in here. We're all equal when we walk through these doors. Her smile is warm and she nods a little, like she's just made up her mind about you. I can get on board with that. Good. Well, I should be headed back. I got Bartitsu sparring classes and a shift tomorrow, and if I don't get good sleep, both of those things are gonna beat the stuffing out of me. Take care. Okay. The end of the day. Okay, good tutorial. I am curious just because, let me explain my thoughts. I'm curious right now because it feels significant that she's kind of the first person we meet, in terms of like people outside of like, you know, our boss. Her being the first customer we have feels potentially significant. I don't know like her role further down in this case or in the game. But I am going to keep that while I save this. I'm going to keep that in mind. Clara, I want to know why you were the first person we meet. Feels very interesting to me. I wonder what you're gonna be. It's like an interesting place to start with, like a working class woman. Okay. Awkward gentleman. Yeah, we got Mr. Nervous over here. A new customer takes a seat at the bar, takes a slow look around the room and then at you. He glances back at the entrance a few times like he expects someone to sneak in after him. The man doesn't hesitate to tap the bar, demanding the attention you're already giving him. What can I get you? How does this place work? Just like a regular bar, no butlers or whatever? I just want a drink. Anything in particular? I don't care. You choose. Okay. Yeah, this is the cover boy. I don't remember what he liked. Interesting. I love the alcohol tolerance thing. I had not gotten to that point playing the demo of figuring out how to balance that, but he is very much not a big drinks boy. Okay. Let's see, what did he like? I forget what he liked. It was something... I'll do something low alcohol. So... I don't know if that's it. I thought he liked coffee or something. Let me go back. He didn't say anything. Just nope. Doesn't care. I will go low alcohol then. Because he doesn't seem like he's very interested in that. Yeah, I'll do a... Sure, have a mint punch. Here you go, baby girl. Drink up, take a fucking sip, babes. That isn't That isn't a favorite drink? Okay. Nope. But it's a liked drink. I might have to write that down. So, I can't recall. Maybe it did say they write that down. I'll just write it down anyway. I'll move past my other game notes. I have a notepad right here. For a separate game that I'm playing. Okay, I will write down he liked the mint punch. Liked. This'll help me, because I am now thinking about like the alcohol amount. I am metagaming, but it will make sense when we get to it. Not bad at all. Very pleasant, actually. You'll probably guess that I'm here for more than a drink. We have business. Business? Okay. Henry Leon. Sorry, I'm reading all this stuff down here because it feels relevant. Invest in new Southside residential blocks. Interesting. He looks like he has a character portrait. That's interesting. Okay. Young gambler murdered outside Speakeasy. In a statement to the press this morning, Bukovi police finally released the name of the latest victim. Natalia Reed, a native Sarin and lifetime resident of Bukovi, found yesterday in the unnamed alley off of Bukovi Boulevard at 6 in the morning. Okay. The speakeasy known as the Last Drop. Victim was a junior accountant. Okay. The employer, Mark Weaver, says that only that he assumed she was just late again. Oop. Anything. Okay, he sat that down. Yeah. He thudded. Okay, the headline reads, latest Bukovi Boulevard victim identified. In a statement to the press this morning, Bukovi police finally released the name of their latest victim in a string of murders by the so-called Bukovi killer. The body of 24-year-old... Okay, I read this. It's found by a local resident headed out for work. Confirmed it was at the Last Drop. Victim was a junior accountant. And she was gambling and drinking over there. Okay, Police Commissioner Aldea urges the public to be careful and to come forward with any information that may aid the police in their ongoing investigation. Okay, family has not commented. Her employer, Mark Weaver, says that he assumed she was just late again, so interesting. Okay. Have you encountered anyone acting strangely at this establishment? I've met, like, one person. I mean, you spring to mind. Oops. Oops. You can tell you've touched a nerve. He takes a short breath and leans forward. Anyone who isn't me? Maybe. Maybe. I don't think you quite understand what's at stake here. Did you read the news yesterday? Speakeasy guest found dead. And since you just served me alcohol, that would make this place. I was just making a drink for my new friend. Obstinate. You have a chance to show me how cooperative you can be, and you're letting that chance slip away. I wish I could get a good look at this. I want to peep this info. He reaches into his pocket and pulls out a police badge. His name reads Constable Hugo Mertens. He waits a moment to make sure you understand the gravity of the situation. I'm investigating a series of murders that took place outside established speakeasies. Are you gonna shut us down? Speakeasies are, at the moment, one of the only leads I have. I may never say this again, but your business needs to stay open. The killers using locations like yours. Sorry for my British accent, it's bad. So one of your patrons could be a killer. Killer, and you need my help. Okay, yeah, you need my help. You'll be helping yourself. If your clientele keeps getting murdered, well, that's not great for business. For a time, your establishment has protection from me and from the rest of the constabulary. This place is no longer a bar, it's a hunting ground where I will catch a killer, with your help. Your first assignment is to interview these drunkards and find out if any of them frequented that speakeasy where we found Natalia Reed. Do that, and I might just extend your time a bit longer, so we can figure out who's behind all this. Okay, well, Queen, like, girl, you're also drinking here? It is, but I have dispensation. And with your background, I'm sure you'll agree it's best we don't look too closely at who's broken which laws. Now, are you going to help me? I don't have an option here, do I? He shakes his head softly, then pulls the badge from the table and places it back into his inside pocket. Okay, close to the chest. I did my homework. I know who you are. Just think of it this way. As a reformed citizen, you should be more than happy to help out. You're holding it over me, got it? We're gonna be confrontational. Look, you don't have to like me. He does not like me. He does not like my ass. You might not be too fond of the constabulary, but you have to be realistic. Right now, we want the same thing. I'll do it. Good. Any questions? Okay, how do I investigate? You interrogate everyone at your bar and ask the right questions. Get to know them, make them willing to talk. A glass of alcohol might loosen their tongue. I suggest you keep track of your findings in a notebook or something. I also see you have an unused pinboard in the room behind you. Detectives at the station like to use those to keep their minds organized. Visualizing connections makes them easier to understand. Try after my shift. Where should I start? Give me a solid lead on the people in this establishment who were present at the same speakeasy where Natalia Reed was found. As a former criminal, I'm sure you know ways of making people talk. There's no doubt in my mind your less savory connections might know more. Once you prove you're capable of collecting this information, I'll accept I'm not wasting my time. From there, I can divulge a bit more about this case. Okay. Let me check. I can check my info now. Okay, the murder of Natalia Reed took place at a near speakeasy known as The Last Drop. It was closed down after the fact. Okay. Got our first evidence. And... okay. Hey, a hint page. Okay, interesting. Feeling overdue. It looks like we can't see getting ahead right now. That might be after case 0. Interesting. Let's move on. You're part of this now. Time is short, and I expect something solid from you soon. Okay. Speaking with customers. Provide you with clues about the current case. Can be reviewed. Use the show clue button to using that. Let's see. That's how you show them the clues. For more information or confront them. Presenting clues to customers is crucial to uncovering new evidence to solve your case. Helpful customers may be able to spot lies, provide new information, or provide an alibi, but be careful. Showing certain people confrontational evidence may just affect their mood. Okay, yeah, we don't want to piss them off, like we pissed off Hugo over here. This case is the highest priority, and you're on the clock. If we don't have the killer in 2 weeks, This gets kicked upstairs to the Confederated force. And if that happens, my career's in tatters, and your bar is finished. Let's make sure that doesn't happen. 2 weeks to prove we are not children playing detectives. 2 weeks to save our careers and reputations. 2 weeks to make our streets safe and save some lives while we're at it. Okay, no pressure. Okay. Here's my blurbo. Here's my real blurbo. That was my past blurbo. I'm moving on. I become better. Actually, I'm ill. I'm sick. I'm sick and I'm frothing at the mouth. Peter Wagner enters your bar. You recognize him by the scar on his cheek. It's been a while and you don't quite know if you're ready to see him again. He takes a seat, looking you in the eye. You can't tell if he recognizes you. You hope he doesn't. Welcome to the Nightcap. Creative location for a speakeasy. The filth are looking for old bars opening up again, not basements owned by bookworms. Make me a real drink so I can forget all the weak cat piss they serve in the stacks. Memory serves, you mix a good cocktail. Though usually a bit sweet for my taste. The flirt. This is flirting. This is flirting to me. Miss me, Peter? Every day. Was crying myself to sleep on a pillow soaked through with tears. You feel the same, I imagine. Sure. He raises his eyebrows and shoves a few coins your way. Let's see how this new job of yours is working out, huh? Okay, any flavor? Going all sweet on me now. Well, I like a hint of coffee to go with my drink. Let's see how this new job of yours is working out, huh? Okay. Yes, sir. Okay. Sorry, I missed gay dialogue. Okay, I didn't miss gay dialogue. Peter leans low and his chin rests on the bar, the light catching the long scar on his cheek. His eyes twinkle as he looks up at you. Let's see if I can remember what you like. Let's see indeed. Okay. Like, stop flirting. Like, what are we? Like Troll's hair or whatever? Okay. We don't like sweet. That would be cold winter, probably. As opposed to, something with sugar syrup. I don't think there's anything else with coffee in it. Though there might be. Let me just go through. Yeah, and he has a pretty high tolerance. That's good to know. That's vodka, cream. Yeah. Yeah, we'll go with this one. Okay. Oop. There we go. Enjoy. That does look good. This career shift is starting to make sense. You have talent. So, you're a bartender now? Well, that's an odd one, but if you want to pull a curtain over your past, I'll go along with it. Peter's a criminal. More specifically, he's an enforcer for the feared crime lord Carla. But as long as you don't owe money, insult him, or spill his drink, you should be fine. Strange how that face with the frightening scar can light up a room when he smiles. Though it doesn't happen often. How can someone so dangerous be so charming? Thanks. Found a clue. Your rival speakeasies ain't too appealing. I can see why you're getting busier. The other places either turn away anyone without a duchy, or they hose the blood off the dance floor each night. The last drop was the only one I could appreciate, but it got shut down a few days ago. A little blood to you. I don't want to ask that. But I didn't ask this last time. No, I don't want to piss him off. I love him. He's my blurbo. What's your job these days? My collar is blue and I work with my hands a lot. Some of the other fellows in my line of work have a bit too much fun for my taste. You don't like your colleagues? I reckon my job ain't good or bad. It's neutral. Cause and effect and all that. What I do is a natural result of the system we all live in and the deals people make. I don't get it. It's neutral. Don't look at me. Don't look at me like that. I take no responsibility for what happens to the folks I collect from. They knew the deal they were getting into when they took the money. Even though I don't feel bad for them, that doesn't mean I want to go drinking with gorillas like me who laugh about smashing open some indebted shopkeeper's skull. Takes a final long sip of his drink and sets the empty cup down on the table. You're not a complete monster. Wow. Very nice. I'm just Peter. I play my part without prejudice or pleasure. Like I said, cause and effect. And now, if you'll excuse me, this drink has had an effect on me and I need to take care of that. Okay, sure thing, bye. We have so many besties. Also. Oh. If he was here in the demo, I had no fucking clue he was here. Hold on, I need to pull up my stuff. Where? I guess I can't pull it up from here. I'll put up while talking to you. Hold on, let me look at my profiles. She is really good. Her design is really good, can I just say? Something that I like, especially just because the Met Gala is like very recent. Like, the costume jewelry, this is really good. Like, whenever people try to recreate like the feeling of this era, they're like, they forget accessories exist. But she has like full costume jewelry, like, and it matches her eyes. She's so slay. Let me look at the profiles though. Okay, so that is one that he likes. Someone from my past, a former partner. Partner? Where are you? Partners. They were partners for my darker days in Bakovi. And this speaks for itself. Eastern Ruby. Okay, I'm trying to figure out. Let me look at that. I will have to ask about that next time. Let's talk to the sleigh. The sleigh? An obscenely glamorous woman wipes the stool clean before gingerly sitting on it. Okay, that's actually great. After a moment, she checks her lipstick in a pocket mirror before readjusting her coat. She leans forward to meet your gaze. Welcome. It's certainly cushy down here. To think this grand a place below a bookstore. How very Vincent. You know Vincent? Yes, he's the man who invited me. He probably mentioned I'd be showing up. He's quite the fan. Her nails tap rhythmically to some invisible music. You can't tell if she's waiting for you to say something in particular. Oh no, this is... I don't want to say this is mean. Vincent hasn't mentioned you. No, he must have. Carmine, Olivia. There's probably some kind of list I'm on, a VIP kind of affair. I'm an actress slash singer slash radio host. If you haven't heard of me, you've certainly heard my voice. Her voice is silky and delicate like a silver bell. Silver bell. You don't mind listening to it, even though it drips with audacity. I mean, he didn't mention you by name, but he did, reference that he was having folks like you come around, so yes, he mentioned you. See? We all need a little push to jog our memory sometime. Perhaps you've heard about the time I saved a performance of Dandies and Dames at the Classic Grand? Maybe? I was a little busy doing some dark, deep crime shit, in my backstory to watch all that stuff, but sure, I'm sure I did. The stagehand forgot to leave a prop gun on stage. I ended up singing bang bang noises to finish the performance. The audience loved it. The director went along with it. The show got middling reviews, but I was praised for my quick thinking and my coolness under pressure. Can I get you a drink? Are you buying, darling? Put it on my tab. I'll be here often. I eagerly await your performance, bartender. Okay, anything specific you fancy? Something fruity. I love tropical fruits in particular. Yeah, she already said that. Lift that. Pour you something fabulous. Thank you, darling. My throat is absolutely parched. Okay. Something tropical, something tropical. We got Pirate's Joy. That's not too bad in terms of alcohol tolerance. Anything else though? Nope. Here you go. Here's some pineapple. Astonishing, flawless, incredible, divine, absolutely brilliant use of everything. Inspirational, honestly. What a day. Oh, did I tell you about my radio career? She doesn't wait for an answer. Instead, she leans forward and curls her fingers to pull you close. Well, today, I spent the majority of time reading contracts. I'm starting my own show, you see. Something daring, something bold, something that'll knock the socks right off my listeners. I'm calling it Chamomile and Carmine. Classy, right? Somewhat? No, it is. It's good. You're one of the first to hear about it, but, well, I suppose I let my mouth run when I'm a little tipsy, so more will find out soon. Picture me in my sultry voice, broadcast nationwide to the people of Sara, even the poor folks who can't make it to my stage performances. I'm so excited. Congratulations. Good things happen to good people, you know. Sure, why are we so go girl give us nothing? Like, give her a little more, match her energy. Like, she seems great. I love her rhyme. Olivia swirls the last bit of her drink and takes a long sip. She wipes her mouth with a tissue before setting the empty glass down beside your hand. Thank you for the drink. I will be back, though hopefully soon you won't have to wait too long to hear my voice. Kisses. With a slight stumble, she pushes herself up, winks at you and takes her leave. See you soon. Okay, let's talk to this guy. Sure, he's having a good time. Actually, let me look a little around this area. I might, when I'm taking a pause from recording, I might like look at all these pictures because I'm very curious. Look, there's a lot of art direction things going on that are very intriguing to me. And I would very much like to kind of analyze. I guess I would need like, I don't have the art book for this. It would be cool to be able to see like the thought process behind like all of these sort of like photos and images. What's making them do like these specific references? I mean, right here, that looks like a ferret. Does someone just own a ferret that made this game? Or is that like, Carmine's a ferret, if I'm not mistaken. Carmine, is that, let me look that up real quick. Pretty sure that's like a female ferret or something. Or am I thinking of something different? No, I'm thinking of something different. I will pull that up. I need to know. Oh god, I won't be able to do anything until I find out types of ferrets. Please save me. I know I'm thinking of something that is almost that. Can't see it. It's some sort of weasel. Well, Martin's is a type of weasel. Interesting. There's something specific though that I'm thinking of. Ermine. I was thinking ermine. Well, we solved the mystery. So I guess someone maybe owns a ferret that worked on this game, because that does look like a ferret to me in the background. Okay. Let's talk to you. A miserable looking man sits down in the bar. A big cloud follows him. Okay, and that is his right hand. Okay. Once he has your attention, he peruses the drinks stacked behind you. What can I get you? I never understand all these names. Something strong, please. If I'm doing something wrong, I might as well do it right. Anything besides strong? Not really, just strong. Okay. He needs to get fucked up. What does the goddess want you to order? Okay. Just make me a drink, quickly and with fewer jokes. Okay. Night count's pretty good. I think last time I did this, last time when I was playing the demo, I pretty reliably got him, like, the night count, which will just get him out. So I'm gonna try something with, like, 5 instead, because that's just at the precipice. He might get pissed, so we'll see that. Let's give you an evening prayer. That's my joke. I'm continuing my jokes. Okay. If this is a drink he hates, that'll be hilarious. It is thick. It's thick of alcohol. Whatever that means. Goes down quite nicely. He shrugs, places the glass back against his lips, and downs the rest. When the glass is empty, he wags his finger for you to refill it. How about we start with your name? You really don't know who I am. I'm Father Lacey, but you can call me John. I'm a priest of the church up the road. You know this is alcoholic? We are permitted. Besides, how could the goddess resent a priest drinking in this city? Is it that bad? If you took confessions too, you wouldn't ask. I don't think he can answer this, but, well, let me look at his profile first. Goddess does not seem to mind his alcoholism, nor is attending an illegal speakeasy. Okay, good to know, good to know. What do people confess? Everything you can imagine and more. I used to have faith in humanity. Here you go. Thank you, I'll be back soon. Godspeed, John. He downs the rest and stands up, tips his head and takes his leave. Yikes. Yikes. Need to do a quick save. Well, I can open my notebook. There it is. Okay. Not much. Not much. That's not his favorite, but he likes it. So let me put that down for John Lacey. So let me restructure my notes that I'm doing. You go. Mertens liked drinks. I'll just do them page by page because I have a lot of notebook real estate. Mint. Punch is a good one. Next one. I'll put John Lacey. Oops. Hit the mic. My bad. John Lacey. Liked drinks will be the game. Evening prayer. And I think evening prayer might be useful, but it seems like we might get different alcohol types. Right now we're vodka based off of what our boss said. Our boss Vincent. Just trying to remember names. So I don't know how reliable that will be. Like, if that changes this case. I don't know. But I will keep it in writing so that if I have to question him, I don't immediately send him home. Cause I know he likes the like 7% alcohol or whatever. Like the really big one. I know he likes that one. At least I think he does. Okay. The end of the day. Yeah. Okay, combine the clues. Okay, yeah. Well, I mean, this is easy. I love this mechanic. I didn't realize this was a mechanic when I was coming into it. And I love a little pin board, a little cork board action. Okay. He frequented the last drop where Natalia Reed's murder took place. Or shut down. Okay. Should be able to tell me who else went there for a drink. Okay. Combine clue. Asking your customers about new clues will often lead to insights as well. Not all clues can be combined, of course, but if you're ever stuck, try and see if there's new deductions to make. Okay. Now I'm looking at... Okay, that's a new one. That's the new one. Yeah. Okay. Well, look who's still open. In a world of dwindling light, you're a beacon in the night. I don't plan on closing anytime soon. Okay, now press the show clue. Okay. This is also significant. I understand why this is significant, why he's like part of the tutorial. I'm gonna hammer this home. I'm curious about Clara. Clara, I want to know what your deal is. I want to know why you were one of like the big like show her first girlies. Very curious about you. I also love her design. Yep, we'll press the show clue. Okay. Yep. The story about that broad that got iced at the speakeasy. What about it? What do you think happened? You read the story? I'm sure the journos did a great job. They always do. Don't be like that. I want your opinion. You're fishing, and for what? I got nothing for you. You and me both know how this show plays out. The papers spin the same stories. The hoi polloi get all worked up. And ain't no one got the real facts except for the ones who know to keep their mouths shut. And folks who say that the city council are fabricating the killings, they got their heads screwed on wrong. The Covey officials can barely patch a hole in the road, far less stage a murder. I know a professional job when I see one, and this ain't professional. But it was done by someone who has experience. Someone who planned out real careful, who's done it before. Did you visit that speakeasy? I mean, he said he did. This is a leading question. Yes. And? Plenty of folk went there, so don't go making any inferences. You know where the line is. No need to see what happens if you step over it. Who else went there? Hard to tell, it was a mixed crowd. Let me think. Alina Dragos, type of rich blonde who don't want nothing to do with me. Last year she made it big thanks to her daddy winning the jackpot at a poker tourney. Elliot, the sour-faced alcoholic who popped in occasionally. If he was in school, I'd beat the snot out of him and take his milk money. I still might. And Killian Durand, the rich kid with the baby face and the soft hands. You taking roll call? This bartending gig doesn't work out. I suggest a job as an intrepid reporter. What do you think of that, Scoops? Alright, I was just curious. Don't roast me. Love him. He's a hater. You know what? Who among us is not a hater? Okay. Those are people who go there. I think that will be relevant. I'll probably have to present that to them. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Okay. Drink. Maybe just one. You don't want my lips loosening. Who knows what I'll say? Okay. Okay, stop flirting with me, okay? Like, calm down. Calm down, I'm not the kind of boy. Like, what the hell? Okay. He likes a cold winter. Oh, shit. Let me go back. Is there anything I need to know? Let's see, preferences. Something pure like vodka. Okay, interesting. Anything else? Coffee helps. You work late? You know I do. Nothing good happens in the morning, so best sleep through it. I get a lot more done while everyone else is asleep and out of my way. Despite the name, a cold winter usually keeps me warm during those long nights. I remember, okay. Yep, of course you remember. You, main character. I'm fascinated by whatever their deal is. So, let's see. Yeah, okay, cold winter. Doesn't look like I have anything that requires a high amount of intoxication. I do have actions. I'm gonna try and get more actions. Okay. Okay. I think that's good because that hits us at the 1. I am curious. I assume we'll have more, that doesn't have vodka. So I was gonna suggest vodka because he said that doesn't have vodka. And I'm gonna finish this day up and then I will end the episode, just so you know. We're gonna probably keep each ep around like an hour and 30 hour, you know, mark. Keep it digestible. Okay, let's give you that cold winter. Okay. Oop. Here you go. This career shift is starting to make sense. You have talent. Let's catch up like the old days. Okay. Am I there yet? No. How's work these days? Good, although I'm being real careful who I talk to these days. Trust is hard to find. Trust is hard earned. You feel the same? Sure. I'll be straight with you when the time is right. But we ain't as close as we used to be. Let's take things slow. Okay. Okay, I get it. Shit. I need to get there. I need it. I need the lore. Okay. Do you know anything about Natalia Reed? Shame about her accident. Her murder. Murder, then. I saw her here and there, and I reckon it's real odd she got iced. Why odd? She didn't seem like the victim type, you know. Can you elaborate? He tilts his head for a moment and you see his eyebrows shift, giving you a knowing look. She was confrontational, fearless. Most people are intimidated by me, but she brushed me off. She brushed off my employer a few times too. Usually the ones that end up victims are the ones who don't fight back. Even drunk, she'd probably put up a good fight. Really? I reckon so. Killed from behind, right? Whoever struck her probably thought they couldn't take her in a fight. The police or whoever's holding your leash should be looking at cowards. That's what you should be investigating. Who says I'm investigating? You're asking a lot of questions. People with our background know better. No one ever got iced for asking too few questions. You're right. Hey, if you got someone pulling your chain, I get it. Someone holding something over you, I guess. Maybe? A lot of people are holding something over me, okay? People come in here and they're like, hey, I know what you did. So, you gotta narrow down the list a little. I'm sure it'll only get worse with time. We will get more potential slight to major blackmailers. Don't be coy. We go way back, so I get it. Right. Okay. Not quite there. Let me leave for right now. Yep. Be off then. Bye. Okay. Got a big group. Anyone else I'm missing? Nope. Okay, let's just go left to right. A young woman sits casually at the bar. Before she says a word, she looks at the list of drinks on the wall behind you, a tad confused. Evening. Hello. What can I get you? I don't know what I'm feeling today. I want something strong, but I'm also craving something sweet. What can you do? I can try and help you make up your mind. That would probably help. This is a very cute sprite. Also, just noticed about her jewelry, it's like... I mean, those look like flowers, but it could be suns and moons. Very cute. I think maybe that's supposed to be suns and moons. Or sunflower. That's probably not a sunflower, but maybe. I'm trying to read the art direction. I'm locked in. Okay. Okay, let's roll the dice. Surprise me. What do you like? Something strong, also sweet. Make you something nice. This is also just a cute... I think that's the same sprite. It's just very cute. Something strong, something sweet. Look at the... Oh yeah, she does have good tolerance. That's not very sweet. That's also not sweet. This is probably good. If they have a version of this without alcohol, I'd be chowing down on that, but I fucking love tomato juice. Okay. Let's see. This one looks good. Eastern Ruby that has sugar syrup. Fairly strong. Anything else? Poison Drop is less strong. I want to get to this point. I think she'll be disappointed if we don't hit like the 5. Maybe. I don't know. Yeah, let's go. There you are. What I really like about that little mini game, it kind of hits like the same... I think it's really interesting to like make images with like your mini game. Kind of like what was the Picross like Ace Attorney inspired game? I can't remember it, but that one, like, I love that idea of kind of shaping the mini game around like the actual image that you're copying. It's interesting. It's a fun little shorthand. It also looks nice. I wish I remembered the Picross game. I'm sure people, if you look up Picross Ace Attorney, you will find something close enough. I remember the main character's Honor Mizrahi, so that I do remember. Well, I definitely don't hate it. Thanks. Okay. So she doesn't love She doesn't love the... God, what was that? That was the one that Vincent liked. Right? Eastern Ruby. Yeah, that was the Eastern Ruby. Whoops. I will put that down. I don't think I'll be using it because it just hits to that one point, but if I need something kind of lighter, we put down liked drinks. Eastern Ruby. Okay. Have you been open long? Not particularly. I thought this place seemed new. A little bookshop too. I used to come here to buy books when I was a kid. Whenever my father gave me pocket money. Either way, consider me sold, I guess. How'd you afford somewhere on the boulevard? Vincent owns the place. I don't own the place. Vincent owns the place. Right. Anyway, I'm Alina Dragos. I brought a few friends along and we're already a bit tipsy if you haven't already noticed. She didn't have to tell you that. They reek of booze. Bar-crawling youths. Typical, I say, as though I'm not that age range. You hide it well. No, they don't. Yeah, we found a bottle in the basement and we're celebrating our friend's birthday. Anyway, I'm gonna go look for my friends. Hope they haven't wandered off. Take care. You too. I do need to talk to her. Cause you were there. Girl, you were there? Queen? Okay. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, I'll have to ask her about that. I don't think I'm at the point of friendship. I guess we'll see. You? Interesting. Okay. Before he even sits down, you can tell this young man has an attitude. He frowns at the bar, his seat, the drink selection, then you. You wish you weren't so good at handling men like him. You've had more experience than you wish for. He looks your way when he sits down. When you don't immediately give him attention, he taps the table twice. What can I get you? Surprise me. Give me some hints? Oh, this is a good pose. Well, I'm a big fan of rum, I think. You think? You watch him try to get comfortable in his seat. He looks over his shoulder at the 3 girls he came in with, then regards you with an urgent look in his eye. You're the bartender, so 10 bars and serve me something. I don't drink too much and my parents are into wines, not cocktails. I can handle that. Thank you. Right, pour away. Let's get you something nice. Oh my god. This guy has no tolerance. Okay. Let's get you a baby drink. A drink for babies. Does this have wine in it? I would love to give him something with wine in it. But... you said rum, I'll give you the mint punch. Oh, it's down here. Oop. Oh, this looks fine indeed. I'm Killian, and you might have met my parents at some point. The Durans? Might have, sure. You might have met a doctor with that surname, though it's fuzzy. Fine people, though I suppose as private doctors, perhaps a bit out of your price range for healthcare. With that, he pays, turns around, and goes to sit back at the table. Okay, shit. Call me poor and leave. Next time I'm giving you, like, the big drink for big boys. He is also someone, okay, he likes, like, that's his favorite. I will have to figure out the other stuff. Okay. You have a cool design. The young, well-dressed woman sits at the bar and waits. She doesn't seem the happiest, but as you look at her, she puts on a smile and leans in the bar. What can I get you? I don't really know, if I'm honest. Too many options. How about I choose? I'd appreciate it. I feel a bit out of my depth here. Something light, though. I have to work in the morning. I'm looking forward to trying anything you make for me. Any flavors you're fond of? May sound odd, but tomato? Okay, yeah. So, you have good taste. So, your taste is good. Like, not only is her design good, her taste is impeccable. Here. God, I want tomato juice so bad. I need to buy some. That's lovely. Thank you. Places like this are fascinating to me. I'm not used to all this. You're as welcome as anyone. She tilts her head as if she's wondering whether to agree or not. I keep thinking that the constabulary will arrest me at any moment. My friends were caught, they would pay a fine, but I'd end up in jail. I get that. Yes, I think you do. I'm Maria Papa, by the way. I'm here with my friend Alina. Speaking of, I should probably go back there. I wouldn't want to miss out on another story from Wendy about how her butler is getting fat and her swimming pool is too big. Good luck. See her put on a smile, grab her drink, and make her way back over to the table. They're very cool. I'm trying to, like... It's nice being able to see, like, the full designs here. I wish I could see her shoes. But there's a lot of details that I think I miss by not, you know, in a lot of games, they don't let you see, like, the full, they just go, like, kind of, like, waist up with the sprites. Oh, what the fuck did I do? Uh-oh. Oh. Thank you, save system. Thank you, game, for having good quick saves. Had to take a quick break and do something, but I am back. Let me do a review of what I was all looking at. Yeah, I just got done talking with Maria. Seamstress. Love her design. She likes the femme fatale. That's her favorite. Not relevant right now. She's not someone I should probably be talking to. In terms of clues. Obviously, it shows, I think, next to them. Yeah. I think it taught, yeah, connections to different clues. Back. I didn't mean to click on you. You're not the blurbo I was trying to click on. Okay. Yep. Don't tell me what else went. Okay, we already got that information. That got connected here. So, Alina, Elliot, and Killian. I should probably ask him about that. I will do that after I do the full rundown. This is another of my favorite characters, I think. She's very cool. Is that on her? That's on her left hand, but that is her index. No, her pointer finger, so. Still single. Looks like diamonds. Let me get a sip of something. Woman sits down at the bar. Her eyes are piercing and she scans the room. Then you, taking everything in. She's dressed up with diamond earrings, a pearl necklace, and a coat that could be mink. What can I get you? This place is as charming as it is easy to find. When Alina mentioned a speakeasy on the boulevard, I can't say I expected this. Money has flooded into the Boot Covey Boulevard and washed away the dirt, but some of the character too. However, it seems to have flowed past this venue without impact. Can't tell if that's a compliment. I mean, I think it's a backhanded compliment. She's like, you got character, but also like, your place is kind of shabby. Can't tell if that's a compliment. As close to one as you're likely to get from me, I'm Wendy Brooker. You might have heard of my father. You haven't, but she says it with enough confidence that you feel like you should. Well, I don't think you'll need to ask around too much to know my reputation. Impeccable. And if you stay on my good side, I'll even think of an endearing nickname for you. Okay, do you want a drink? Don't make me beg. Okay, what does a lady like you drink? Something strong enough to make everyone else look just a little more fabulous, but not too much. Okay. She's so cool. She is very cool. Her and, Carmine, Olivia. Carmine, Olivia. They're pretty great. It's interesting to have the character, like, the main character, the bartender, look at them and be like, y'all are too slay for me. Okay. Let's see if I can impress you. A difficult task, but nothing is impossible, darling. Okay. Wait, shit, what is she like? Something strong. Shit, let me go back. Something strong. Okay, mid-strong. Let me look. I love how I'm reading the dialogue and I'm not reading it. So maybe like a 4, past 4. A 4 would probably be great. What do we have as a 4? 4, 3 is good. Definitely not a 7. We don't want to fuck her up. I feel like... Yeah, let me get a page ready for her as well. Because I'm pretty sure I'm not going to get her favorite drink. Let's do a wake-up call. Yeah. Okay. Oh shit. That would have been very embarrassing if I messed up there. Okay. Let's see if she likes a wake-up call. A twist, not bad, but too many of these and I'll get bored. I think she did. Wendy Brooker liked drinks. Let me check her profile real quick to make sure I got that right. Yep. Wake up call. Okay, awesome. That looks to get her tipsy, which is great. I'll take this back to my table now, darling. Enjoy. Okay. Yeah, that's a great outfit, too. Okay. You. Oh. Another sopping wet guy. Sad little guy. A moody-looking man sits down. He takes a deep breath and hunches over the bar, avoiding eye contact. Long day? Every day is the same length. Can I get a cocktail? Sure. As your hand moves to grip a glass, he holds his palms up, stopping you. He looks kind of yoked. Am I crazy? He looks pretty yoked. Why are you yoked like that? Wait. Please make sure it's a clean glass. All our glasses are clean. I'm sure, but I've had bad experiences. Smudges and such. One glass, no smudges. Good, I'll have that cocktail. I am waiting. Any particular flavors? Nothing too fruity. I don't like seeds or pith in my mouth. Maybe something minty. Okay. Give you something minty. Hope it's good. I like the collar. The collar is a nice detail. Because full disclosure, I have been doodling stuff. Haven't posted yet, but I've been doodling like fan art. My own. I made my own bartender OC. I will eventually post them somewhere. But I was looking up like men's fashion of like the 1920s specifically, and they're kind of moving towards like a rounded collar. But I think there's something very interesting about like his like pointy collar. It feels like kind of like old fashioned. A bit more like he's maybe more old fashioned. His outfit is pretty like, I mean, it's technically like formal, you know, kind of, but it's a little odd to just see him like, it feels a little bare. I think it's interesting characterization, makes him look like maybe he's I don't know, maybe like maybe not the most fashion savvy, I guess, not the most up to date when it comes to like men's fashion, which is interesting. I like that. I think it's interesting. Okay. So the two things sticking out to me where I'm thinking like he liked mint, so why did I think this one had mint? I think I just saw ginger ale. Oh no, it does have mint. That has mint leaf as well. And also, they both have fruit. I'm wondering if there's anything. There's no like mint julep. I don't know what else goes into that. Like, I don't know what type of liquor goes into that, but I do know it's just like you sort of crush a mint. I think I'll go for well, this just has a slice as garnish, so let me go for the mint punch. Though I think I can try the copper bullet next time. I'd be interested to see that, because he has a high alcohol tolerance, so I'd be interested to get something that can kind of get his guard down a little. Okay. That's a nice drink. Clean glass, crisp taste. You watch him down the rest. Okay, that's Elliot Lynn. Another guy we need to talk to. And look at his liked drinks. Oh, that's gifts. This is not that kind of game. Did I do that last time? No, I did not mess that up in the last notes I took. That's a favorite, so I'll leave that. You watch him down the rest. When the glass is empty, he wipes it carefully with his sleeve, making sure to clean the rim where his lips were. Are you a big drinker? There's not much else to do in Bakovi, to be honest. I'm not usually out on days like these, but my date got cancelled. You're open the whole weekend. We are? Good. That's when I usually need a drink. I'm Elliot, by the way. I live a few streets over. Nice to meet you, Elliot. Can I get you another drink? No, I should head home. Thanks a lot for the drink. I'll be back soon. See you then. Interesting. He already left. Okay. I guess I'm not talking to you. I guess I'm talking to these rambunctious youths. Okay. Office worker, obsessed with cleanliness. I'll keep that in mind. So we need to talk to you and you primarily. Who did I serve the drink that they liked? Not her. Him. I got him his thing. Let's start with him. Bartender, we meet again. That tends to happen if you visit. Oh, another tittle-tattle. I bet you hear all sorts of tittle-tattle in here. What's the subject of the day? Okay. Why are you drinking so much? You clearly don't enjoy it. It's something to do. Nights are boring without parties. That's it, really. Killian seems to be hiding something. Perhaps serving him enough alcohol will make him talk. Understood. What sort of drinks do you like? Get you drunk? The sugary drinks? Okay, light sugary drinks. So we'll get him something sugary next time. Is that in his profile? Do I have to write this down myself? I guess I must. But I don't think that used an action, so I don't need to. Let me leave you for... Well... Let me leave you for right now. I will start with someone who is probably not relevant to this right now. We meet again. Evening. What do you want to know, bartender? There are a lot of expensive items. Well, yes, she does. Tell me about yourself, Wendy. I love that idea. She opens her mouth in mock surprise and lets out a light, delighted giggle. What's there to say? I grew up at Popperswold Estate, home of Heath, out in the country. I moved to Bakovy because I got bored, and I come to dive bars like this because I love the entertainment. Dive bar? I'd say you fit right in. Oh, are we sparring? That's adorable. You continue to meet my expectations. People must love you. Come, darling. I'm being exceedingly gentle. Let's get to know each other better. Or worse, if you prefer. Is she gonna be the worstie? I'll start. I was born, I moved here, and now I'm sat in this cramped little stool talking to someone who has a very colorful background. How does everyone know that? How do you know about my background? Literally. I know a lot, darling, and most of what I know I keep to myself. This has been delightful. I mean that. It's refreshing to have a repartee with someone who can keep up. Chin chin. Sure. Okay. Sort of drinks. Evening prayer. Did I get that? How is her taller? Oh, I did. Another. You ask. Disinterested. Very good. Okay. How do you know everyone? I'm cordial with Alina and Maria, and I know Killian. We met a while ago at a tango class, you know, in pre-prohibition times. Don't get me wrong, they're not hideously dull or anything. I just feel like they are slow to trust and reluctant to say anything genuine. You feel the same, or are you an open book? It takes me a while to warm up. Yes, it does, doesn't it? On account of me having something in my backstory everybody knows about. Good. When you have secrets that could ruin you, sharing them with people is like handing them a loaded pistol. In this case, though, we are breaking the rules to be here, so it does encourage kind of a mutual trust/distrust paradox. Let's keep each other's secrets together, lest we ruin the fun for everyone. Are you taking a risk being here? She laughs, and for the first time it sounds genuine. You've amused her, and she lets the mask slip for a moment. You've known plenty like her, and learned to never let your guard down around them. No. I wish there was something as exciting as a police informant among us, but alas, we are as we seem. Well, other than Maria, she's not rich at all. Dirt poor, in fact. But you can tell. If you look closely, you can tell. She purses her lips briefly, a smile flashing across her face. Not the friendliest thing to say. Friendly? What an odd concept. Alina pays for everything. Maria is a puppy in her purse. But we all do what we must. In her position, maybe I'd do the same. The poor girl's head must be spinning. Evenings in the casinos, speakeasies, and clubs with Alina, then back to her threadbare sheets each night in the stacks. What a contrast. It's cruel, really. You don't seem to like Maria. I don't like Alina much right now either, but again, they might grow on me. Maria and Alina have some quirks, which I like. Imperfections. They're both sharp as attacks. If you haven't heard, Maria hides it under a shy facade, and Alina hides it under a layer of, well, blondness. Opinions are fluid. For example, I didn't care for you, but perhaps the tide is slowly shifting. Same with the girls Alina and Maria. If they would just ease off the chest chat and address the sexual tension in the room instead, I might enjoy the company a great deal more. Wait, she's so awesome. She said gay? You two? Gay? Like, stop being silly with it. God, I love her. She is a great character. Me and the worsty. Okay. So she's from the country. That's interesting. I wonder why she'd know about us. That is like an interesting thing for her specifically to know. Because the people who know, like, that's our employer. That's Peter, who already knows us. That is Hugo, who obviously, I mean, he's investigating this, so obviously he would know that. Her knowing that is interesting to me. Because why would you, like, we probably weren't active in the country. I mean, I think that feels right. So who is she talking with? Who is she chatting with, Wendy? What's your deal? Do you know anything about Natalia Reed? The dead woman, I knew of her. It's quite unavoidable when you're in the company of Alina Dragos, especially when she's had a few drinks. How come? I could bore you with long-winded stories about Alina's infamous drunken rants, but why would I deny you the pleasure of experiencing them firsthand? You certainly seem to be well-placed to engineer such a rant once again. Just give me a warning before you do so I may cover my ears in time. I will try. Okay. You wear a lot of expensive items. I do. Aren't you worried about being robbed? If I'm outside, the best place someone could rob would be my empty house. If I didn't wear the nice things I have, I would be living the same life as a woman who had already been robbed. An unglamorous existence. Earrings are meant for ears, and jewels don't sparkle when kept in a box. Ah well, would you look at the time? I'm going to make my way home before the sun comes up. Good night, Wendy. Interesting. I don't think she's drunk enough for me to get her to do a drunken rant. I guess we will see. Good evening. Evening, Maria. Also, if my voices are inconsistent, that's because I forget. We will figure out as we do it if I remember how to do the voices. So tell me about yourself. What do you want to know? I'm a people pleaser. Is that okay? I worked at the old tailors in the stacks. The other girls, that seems good. Oh, fuck. Fuck you for that pun. Talk about drinking and dancing, but I just keep my head down. They think I'm dull, but I knew that place would catch fire one day. There's a fire? That building is a death trap. You don't know who blew the fuse box in a house of matches. It can be hard to find the first spark, you know. But it didn't burn down completely. Aline and I just can't play chess in the basement anymore. Oh, you play chess? Her choker. Literally her choker. When we were at school, we played for boiled sweets. It's a wonder we still have teeth. The women in the workhouse think I'm quiet and boring, but I watch them and I see things. Patterns. Not just in the fabric, but in the city, in people, and most of all in chess. Alina's good, and most days I can beat her. There's a fire in me. Competition. Even without the candy, victory is still sweet. You're a grandmaster. Not quite. Although I have won tournaments. We both won a few, but none that were official or major. Lena always beats me when the stakes are high. It's like the pressure of playing against my friend makes me willed. In the heat of competition, she lights up and I burn out. She just wants it more. I once asked her what her secret is. I'll never forget what she said. Never dim your star to make others shine brighter. Any other hobbies that aren't so intense? Cooking, I guess. I make a great sarmale. Sarmale? Hold on. It's time to Google. Oh gosh, I put this on something wet. Okay. Let's see what sarmale is. Ooh. No, wait, that looks so good. Oh, well, there's pork. I might try like a vegan version because I fuck with cabbage. I just don't fuck with pork. This is starting to feel like a job interview instead of a drinks order. Fair point. Okay. You and Alina play chess together? We do, yes. We've been partners since we were 8. We met at a chess club in school. We were rivals but ended up being best friends. That's a long friendship. I know her better than myself at this point. Chess is about getting into your opponent's head. I like it inside hers. Does that sound strange? Where's my no button? Where's my no button? Like I'm not entertaining this weird, like, homoerotic brain meld with this guy over here. I don't judge you. A little. We can get very competitive, but we share the same dream. To get a little bit better every day, and to beat all those stuffy old bearded men at the chess council together. We know each other so well now, I'm not sure our practice is helping us get to the next level. I also just enjoy the time we spend together. We dream of one day beating Bukovi's top grandmaster. We're getting close. Alina won a tournament a few weeks ago, and I came in second. I was so happy. We played against each other in the finals and it was intense. Felt like my whole life was building to that moment. Since we were in the top spots, we already knew we'd already qualified for the next tournament in a few months with the Grandmasters. So in a way, the final was like a victory lap for us. Have I talked about chess too much? Sometimes I can't tell if I'm talking too much about something I love. And either way, thanks for listening. No, I liked it. That's interesting. It's interesting and it got added to your profile, so it was worth it. Okay. Not great with pressure, but very interesting. Okay. Okay. Let's ask about Natalia Reed. The accountant? I don't think I met her. I'm sure I didn't. Did you hear about her death? I saw the headlines, like the start of some macabre murder mystery, without the cheery ending. Probably. The police will catch whoever did it. Maybe a killer can get away with murdering street girls or factory workers, but not someone like her. Hope. I don't think so. Yeah. You're not a big drinker. Yeah, that's a low. Looks potentially. Yeah. Well, that's not the most. I don't think that's the lowest tolerance. It's that guy over there. You're not a big drinker. Not at all. If I'm honest, I come here because Alina asked me along, and leaving her at a bar alone isn't something I'm comfortable with. You're a good friend. I think so too. Alina and I have been through a lot. I like knowing she's safe. Even if it means drinking. Oh, it's not so bad. Sometimes having a few drinks makes the book I'm reading even more exciting. Though I often lose my place and have to read the same page over and over. You're welcome to read anything on the shelves. This is probably the perfect place for you. Really? I mean, thanks. Thank you. I wasn't sure if a speakeasy was for me, but a speakeasy with a library? Yep. So what happens at this point? I'm curious. Okay. What sort of drinks do you like? Vital's nice. Interesting. You can tell I don't drink much, can't you? I can, but I don't judge. I appreciate that. Still, it's growing on me a tad. I don't know if that's a good thing. I prefer these cocktails to the beer my father drinks. I'd better not make it a habit, though. Your choice? Okay. Looks like I can't help talk with you anymore. Let's review what I can talk to with both of them. That's just that, and I could probably ask her about the victim. Yeah. Interesting. Why is that one different? I thought Killian was part of the list. Yeah, he was. I should probably ask him. To happen if you visit. Did you know Natalia Reed? Oh, little. I saw her at Hotel Jubilee a while ago. I saw her, greeted her, and she threw up all over my new suit. I helped her get a radio cab home. She was drunk then. Yeah, she was a bit of a mess. My father always said loose women of meager means lack the ability to handle alcohol with grace, like more refined ladies. You know she's dead, right? Yes, Alina told me this morning. It was rather sad, but more in a fleeting, oh, maybe I'll die one day sort of way. I didn't really know her, so maybe you will die. I'll leave him to have that. You know what? Let me leave right now. I don't think I can ask him much more. I'll probably get more out of Alina. Peter, why are you here? Peter? Sorry. Let me get out of here. I did not mean to click on him again. Okay. Hello, hello. What does a girl need to do to get a drink around here? Evening, Alina. Let's catch up on all the gossip. Is this... Hold on. So... Hey, what sort of drinks? Let's just do that. That's a free one. Poison drop. Did I serve her that? This is getting... Yeah, I did. Oops. Very specific. Hey, if you don't tell people exactly what you like, how will you ever get what you want? Good point. It's better than Maria's anyway. The woman likes tomato in her drinks. It's indecent. How dare you? How dare you? I love tomato. Tomato is good. And don't be a hater just because you don't understand umami. Okay. Hey, who are the people you came with? You know, I don't particularly like the nouveau rich or the oldo richie. Rich, sorry. Killian is sweet but painfully innocent. Wendy has her moments. The only person I really want around me is Maria. Why do you socialize with them? Because they're useful. The wealthy doesn't see us as people, we're tools. So I've sort of adopted that mindset. But you're rich. You're not getting it. I was born poor. That stain stays with you. For Killian, he was born middle class, so he's closer to home. I might be wealthy now, but I didn't come into money through gem mining or property or an aristocratic aunt. Gambling. My father has money now, but all that means is that he has more to lose, and gamblers always lose in the end. I don't ingratiate myself to these people, maybe even shack up with one of them. I will have nothing again. I'll be nothing to them. In the grand scheme, I'm a blip, a momentary, fleeting thing in these people's lives. I've got to hook them in, get them invested, and eventually probably marry one if I want to keep this lifestyle. I just wish I could, I don't know, trust them a bit more. Some of them are decent, I think. But I know where I came from, and I know I won't go back. That has to be my focus. That's quite the plan. I'm a chess player. Planning ahead is what I do. Still, seems a bit cynical. You mean pragmatic? Seeing how quickly people changed the way they treated me the moment I got money left me a little jaded, I suppose. On good days, I think my new friends aren't like that. They're better than that. Wendy and Killian might have more to them than I admit, but I still don't fully trust them. Yet. Alright. Interesting. Okay. So what does that mean? Interesting symbol. Is that just her like, personal one? Because she does, again, like, look to have, like, a sun and moon thing going on. Sorry, I just had to get something to drink. But so you and Maria, what about us? Are you two dating? Are you gay? Maria, no, but we're close. I must have been mistaken then. I get it a lot. Lena's still blushing. The topic seems to be something she wouldn't discuss unless she really trusts you. Yes! This is new. This was not in the demo. I need to get to the second tier. I'm not gonna ask if she's single. Okay. I should ask about... Let me ask... Can I present? Can I present this? I want to ask about the last drop. I used to go with my father. It's close to the casino. Okay, interesting. I wasted an action. Oof. I'll just... You know what? I'll just ask. I'm not talking about that evil floozy. I'm here to have a good time. Okay, I need to get her drunk. See you later. Bye. Okay. Should She obviously goes there. Maybe I can get more out of him. Well, look who's still open. Okay, yeah, he did that before. Oh, this is why he's still here. I'll just ask him. So I can't present him with any other clues? No, I'll wait on that. So between us, I assume you never went legit? Let's both assume I'm not in the mood for this conversation right now. Ask me again when your words are sweet as the booze. Well, I won't go home, but I can't stay here. Make sure you don't get any mischief while I'm gone. That's my job. Will do? Okay, interesting. Evening. Let me ask about the last drop. I've never been there, but I'm pretty sure Lena has. Oh, it's really late. I'm gonna go head home. I have something on tomorrow. Thanks for the drinks. You're welcome. I'm not getting much today. We meet again. Yep. What do you think of Lena? Well, hold on. Last drop. Tell me about the last drop. Yes, I visited often, though Prohibition put an end to that. But you hear all sorts of... Okay. Let me ask about this. Sure, I visited. If I don't get home soon, my mother will lock me out. Bye. Okay. I struck out. Yikes. Okay. Okay. So I didn't get anything. So I didn't get anything. Honk. That's not... These probably don't matter. Do we smoke? I think we smoke. Well, I won't say. I shan't say. There's not much to go with right here, but I think I need to just get to a point where I can ask them more about the speakeasy. I think... Let me quick save. But this will be the end of our first episode. I will be back. But thank you for joining me for like my first let's play that isn't just me streaming something. I will see you all another day. Goodbye.